The Adam Smith Awards Asia are recognised as the industry benchmark for best practice and innovation in corporate treasury. Throughout this dedicated series, we take a deep dive into each of the winning solutions of 2021 in conversation with the creators themselves.
Hello, I'm Sophie Jackson, Joint Publisher and Head of Strategic Content at the Treasury Today Group. In this episode, we take a look at the overall and highly commended winners of the Best Supply Chain Finance Solution category. Trading internationally can be challenging, and the past 12 months or so have really shone a light on supply chains. The buyer-seller relationship has never been more important, and we've seen a number of innovative solutions emerge from distributor finance, pre-shipment finance, and receivables discounting to forfeiting, factoring, and payables finance. And the overall winner for Best Supply Chain Finance Solution is Sophie Yan, APAC Regional Treasurer, APAC at Henkel. Thank you so much and well done.
Hello everyone, I'm Sophie Yang, the Regional Treasurer Asia Pacific in Henkel. I'm the overall winner of the Best Supply Chain Finance Award. Many thanks for giving me this prize, and I view it as a high recognition to the strong teamwork and the creative solution. We nominate this project mainly because it's a perfect match to Henkel's sustainability strategy, which is to create more value with fewer resources and with a reduced environment footprint. Of course, we can't achieve this alone. Suppliers' ESG performance is equally important as our own activities. So we worked with our partner bank Citi to frame out an innovative scheme which incorporates ESG-linked KPIs into our existing supply chain finance program. The scheme helps to increase sustainability across the ecosystem by incentivizing environmental and social improvements from the suppliers. We had a pilot run in Australia and New Zealand, where we have seen a surge of interest from the suppliers. Even includes those small and medium-sized enterprises that may not have qualified for supply chain finance previously. The key takeaway is that we should never stop trying and testing. By the time we decided to launch this program in April this year, such type of structure was not yet widely seen in the APAC region. We had very limited live cases in the market to be referenced, so we need to start from scratch. But we are quite committed in the ESG area and we are determined to achieve. So we decided to pilot and pioneer a sustainable SCF structure by leveraging Henkel's strong sustainable sourcing program and our relationship with Citibank. There had been intensive brainstormings, discussions and alignments on the program setup and the incentive scheme fine-tuning. In the end, all of these worked out, and we are excited to see the successful pilot launch within only 3 months.
And now it's time for a word from their partner.
Hello, my name is Makmur Omar. I'm from the Regional Solution Sales Team in Citi, Treasury and Trade Solutions team based in Singapore. The main aim of this sustainable supply chain finance project was to help Henkel advance their ESG priorities by improving the resilience of their supply chain and simultaneously helping them manage their working capital needs. We first started work on this project by bringing together the right group of stakeholders from Henkel, including their treasury, procurement, and sustainability teams, to understand their overarching ESG objectives. We further understood that sustainability is at the heart of Henkel's strategic priorities, and we proposed to them to use a bespoke supply chain financing solution that can help improve sustainability across their large supplier ecosystem in Asia Pacific. Citi is very proud to be able to set up this sustainable supply chain finance program for Henkel, which is also a first for both the bank and client in Asia Pacific. In a normal supply chain finance program, a bank would provide financing to a client's suppliers so that these suppliers benefit from cash flow acceleration, quicker payment, and improved financing costs. In Citi's winning solution, we were able to tie in sustainability performance of their suppliers into the program. Qualifying suppliers can access Citi's supply chain financing at rates on a tiered basis, with rates improving as a supplier's sustainability rating improves. There are a couple of key elements for this sustainable supply chain finance solution. Firstly, the sustainability performance of Henkel suppliers are constantly evaluated. Henkel, with the support of a global leading sustainability assessment agency, will assess the performance of the suppliers. This will then help Citi to identify qualifying suppliers that can access this sustainable supply chain financing program. Additionally, the program is based on a pricing framework where rates are given on a tiered basis depending on the sustainability rating of the supplier. As a supplier's sustainability score improves, they will get access to different financing rates. This incentivizes suppliers to continue improving their own practices to achieve better ratings over the years.
Next up, we have our first highly commended award in this category. We've got two highly commended winners in this category. The first is Lim Mulai, Asia Pacific Treasurer at Syngenta Asia Pacific.
My name is Mui Lai, and I'm the Regional Treasurer of Syngenta, covering Asia Pacific. The Supply Chain Financing Award is only made possible with the successful collaboration across different geographies and different functions, including procurement, working capital team, treasury, and our banking partners. With that, clearly the honor is not just treasuries. I have with me two colleagues who are key drivers in this project, and it is therefore important for me to invite them into today's session to share their insights and journey leading to the successful launch of the supply chain financing solution for Asia Pacific. First, I have Mr. Carlos Santos, currently Global Finance Business Partner for Direct Procurement. He was previously the Global Working Capital Manager based in Basel, Switzerland. He led the accounts payable stream, working with direct and indirect procurement for different initiatives, with the supply chain financing being one of them. He worked very closely with our global suppliers and our procurement team to define the scope and framework of the supply chain financing solution and getting the buy-in from our key suppliers to onboard this initiative. I also have Mr. Lukas Krattinger, currently Business Development Manager based in Singapore. He was responsible for trade finance and credit management in APAC, which included net working capital management and financial solutions. Supply chain financing was an opportunity for working capital optimization, and Lukas was instrumental in this project.
First of all, let me say that it's a great pleasure to be here, and we are very honored to have received this award. The recognition through the award have created even more visibility internally on the value that supply chain financing can bring to the company. We also think that this could drive a bigger mindset change for the other part of the organization in accepting and adopting similar solutions like this.
I think there could also be an external lens to this, convincing the top management as well as the business who is facing our suppliers on a daily basis was one of the key challenges we faced. And it was really important to us that we developed the right value proposition for our suppliers, without which we would never have been able to scale up so quickly. So this award definitely also adds to the value proposition for our suppliers in a sense that the program has been now more formally recognized.
Yes, in addition to the development of the right win-win situation that Lukas just alluded to, optimizing our working capital and specific and our accounts payable has been on the radar for quite some time. What really made a difference in the success of this project was that we first developed a strategic roadmap for that optimization, and then consciously launched this supply chain financing program as one of the key enablers of that roadmap. In addition to that, the proof of concept and convincing our top management that this was the right approach, we very purposeful in choose our suppliers, we offered this solution first. And in that decision, what we did was to focus on strategic and large suppliers first. This was quite challenging at the beginning, but this provided us very valuable learnings that we were incorporating as we were advancing in the onboarding of our key suppliers, and also internally to adapt our back then current process and controls that ultimately underpinned this program.
Well, as we embarked on this project, we noticed that a lot of banks offer supply chain financing products. You could say it's quite a commoditized product, so to speak. We therefore realized that going into the RFP process, that we needed to be very clear about what we expected from the future partner and how we translated that into key requirements. So for us, it became apparent that we needed a partner who can support us in the geographies where our suppliers are present, provide state-of-the-art technology infrastructure and speed, as well as the experience in onboarding suppliers. It's certainly fair to say that we had an eye on cost competitiveness, but we were equally so looking for flexibility and future evolution of the program. What was really remarkable for us was that with Citi as our partner, we were able to include 60% of the targeted spend within a matter of just 3 to 4 months. Let me just conclude by saying that this was really a cross-functional effort across various geographies, and we are really proud that we actually managed to pull this off in the midst of COVID lockdown. Therefore, a big recognition and shout out goes out to the entire team across both Syngenta and Citi. Thank you.
And now it's time for a word from their partner.
Hi, my name is Manish Joshi. I'm Regional Sales Manager for Industrial Sector in Citi, based in Singapore. I feel very happy and proud for Syngenta having won this Supply Chain Finance Award. Syngenta is world's leading agri-technology company. This deal and this client is very close to my heart as their business relates to the basic human need of food and sustenance. Syngenta's suppliers are typically farmers and farmer unions who have need for easy access to working capital. Syngenta identified this need and decided to go for a buyer-centric payable finance solution, making sure of financial stability of their suppliers, as well as improving their own working capital cycle. Syngenta shown the vision to go big with the size of the program, including suppliers across multiple procurement centers, currencies and geographies. Citi worked with Syngenta's Treasury as well as their procurement division and was able to match Syngenta's vision to come up with a customized financial solution leveraging on Citi's large financial network. Not to mention Citi's fully automated ERP file connectivity, allowing Syngenta and its counterparts a straight-through processing experience. Citi's dedicated supplier onboarding team, with its vast experience of running such SCF programs, allowed for a quick go-live.
And now we have our second highly commended award winner. The second highly commended winner is Vipin Garg, Head of Treasury for Flipkart Group.
Hi, I'm Vipin Garg, Head of Treasury for Flipkart Group. Flipkart has been awarded commended winner for the Best Supply Chain Finance Solution by Adam Smith Awards Asia 2021. Awards are a great stamp to efforts being recognized for the right cause. This award is even more closer to me as it is for a domain I have personally invested in for many years. Supply chain financing is an integral to our business, and we take great responsibility as a catalyst to create an ecosystem for growth of our partners. The impact for us, whether me, my team, or the company, can't be any different as achieving or delivering a complex mandate and is never an individual deliverable. And likewise, the structure was delivered by all of us as a unified solution for Flipkart, which stands above all. Our focus has been on stakeholder maximization, and this program was designed to enhance benefits for the entire ecosystem. It is our responsibility to ensure that our partners, many of whom fall under MSME category, can avail of financing at competitive rates. This program is a correct balance and equilibrium between few of the largest banks in the world, plethora of partners needing solution for working capital, cutting-edge tech, and speed of execution through fintech partner. Treasurers must balance a wide range of priorities and stakeholders' requirements. One of the most crucial functions is to maximize working capital, unlocking cash flow, which can be used for business expansion. That is where our tech-enabled program and fintech partnership provided an instant liquidity injection in cash-strapped supply chains and ensured steady stream of capital for partners, resulting in resilient supply chain, which was a key to success. So no implementation of any program is without its own challenges. For us, it was challenging the status quo and delivering the entire mandate in a time-constrained environment. There are various stakeholders, many internal and few external, who needed to be all bought in to get the machinery moving. For a company with a base of our size, scaling the program at one go proved difficult. Because of the time constraint and thousands of partners, we decided to implement the program with a tiered approach to onboarding. Throughout, we have maintained close coordination and communication between business team and our financing partner to ensure partners' queries are rightly answered and onboarding experience is smooth and frictionless. To maneuver choppy waters and the fresh challenges pandemic presented, throwing a spanner into the works of our supply chains, highlighted the need to go fully digital more than ever before. Having come out of the situation with more robust mechanisms in place, we launched a full-scale program at the right time. So there have been plenty of learnings in this project, some in terms of project management, owing to the scale of the project, and some in terms of product development, owing to just the ask. However, my favorite in terms of learning was the fact one needs to question status quo. Bigger and larger mandate need tweaks, and it can't happen if you don't deliver new age solutions. Few areas in this mandate where we really challenged status quo are as follows. Stringent timeline. A go live before festive season and BBD was a must to ensure our ecosystem benefits the most. It was stringent for all bankers, tech team, business team, legal, etc. But when we all got together, we did deliver. Partner onboarding process. This was a big ask from large banks to tailor-make a process. It again did get in line with what we wanted. Multi-bank implementation, first of its kind in India. We did bring in a fintech to enable a multi-bank tech platform to ensure we are not single bank dependent while running supply chain finance program at such scale. And the last one, large scale liquidity. For a large program, we need larger bank appetite to be garnered. So net, the end result is exactly in line with how we wanted it to be. Detailed planning and support from all stakeholders made it possible. I guess having a unified vision resulted in the same. It's important to create stakeholder buy-in and have your vision shared with others to get everyone gunning for the same result.
And now it's time for a word from their partner.
Hi, I'm Rakesh Patwari. I run sales for the country for global trades and receivable financing at HSBC India. What we were trying to solve together was ensure resilience to the ecosystem that Flipkart was working with. This became extremely critical because of two scenarios. A, Flipkart was growing at a neck-breaking speed in a business which can be both cyclical and seasonal. And the last couple of years haven't been easy for participants in the industry, especially in an ecosystem that Flipkart deals with COVID-19, where there was far greater stress on smaller counterparties. And therefore, what we were out there to ensure that there was adequate credit support, continuous credit support available to the channel partners, the vendor ecosystem that Flipkart has, to ensure that Flipkart could deliver the solution that they intend to for their end consumers. I think there are a few things that stand out which makes this a extremely satisfying and a winning solution. I think it's scalable and it's replicatable to a wide variety of participants, not just in e-commerce and retail, but to other industries as well. Typically, when you look at a supply chain solution, it addresses a certain part of the problem statement. However, when we looked at the solution, we asked ourselves, saying there are different stakeholders in a supply chain solution. There is the Treasury team, which is a stakeholder. There is the commercial and procurement team, which is a stakeholder, and the whole vendor ecosystem is a stakeholder. And therefore, what we've solved for is we've solved for all the three counterparties or stakeholders in the process. We've built something which has very robust MI integration, reverse feeds back into the Treasury team, which allows them to run their business efficiently. We've built a solution which ensures that the commercial and the procurement journey is seamless and doesn't get disrupted as the program scales up. And the most important thing is we've ensured that this is easy to adopt for vendors with very light onboarding journey, which makes it scalable. We've added 300 or more than that vendors in a very short span of time as we went into the peak of the program in this cycle. And therefore, to me, that's the key part of it, is how do you scale it, not just create a program. The last piece, which actually makes it extremely fascinating, and we've probably done that for the first time in the industry in India, is this is a program of a magnitude and size that no single bank can run the program on itself. And therefore, you need more than one bank to come and participate in the program.
A huge congratulations to all our Adam Smith Awards Asia 2021 winners. Thank you for listening to this episode of our dedicated Adam Smith Awards Asia podcast series, brought to you by the Treasury Today Group. More episodes will be coming soon featuring other award-winning solutions, so please subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated wherever you get your podcasts from.